AP News.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I know 0.0 about technology, but I did get a programmable thermostat. You know you can make it so the air's not running while you're gone, and when you get home, the house is still a perfect temperature. It feels really good when I'm paying the electric bill. I'm saving $280 a year just by pushing a few buttons. What can you do? Find out how the little changes add up at togetherwesave.com.
This message is brought to you by Intercounty Electric Cooperative, your touch-tone energy cooperative.
Drive to Feed Kids is a year-round effort by the agricultural community in Missouri to make a difference in the fight against hunger in our state. The Drive to Feed Kids kicks off in January with the 4-H Feeding Missouri campaign and continues with Hogs for Hunger. The effort culminates in August at the Missouri State Fair with FFA Food Insecurity Service Day and other packing events. Visit mofarmerscare.com/drive to learn more and join the effort.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that latest KSMO weather forecast. First thing though, I want to remind you we are still under that extreme heat warning. It will remain in effect until 7 p.m. this evening. Well, that forecast for today includes sunny and hot conditions with a high near 94. Today's heat index value will be as high as 101 with southerly winds around 7 miles per hour. Skies should be mostly clear tonight, low around 73 with southerly winds 3 to 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow afternoon we do have a 2 in 10 chance of showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a high near 94, and our heat index value tomorrow will be as high as 103. Southerly winds will be around 6 miles per hour. Tomorrow night will be mostly clear, low around 73 with southerly winds 3 to 6 miles per hour. Our weekend's going to start out on Saturday with sunny and hot conditions and high near 92. We'll have southerly winds 6 to 8 miles per hour. Saturday night will be mostly clear, low around 73. Then Sunday, we do have a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms during Sunday afternoon. Sunday will be sunny and hot with a high near 94 degrees. Sunday night should be partly cloudy with low around 73. Then that last Monday in July, we'll start out with sunny and hot conditions and high near 94 degrees. Monday night will be mostly clear with low around 73. Then Tuesday will be sunny and hot with high near 96. Tuesday night should be partly cloudy with low around 72 degrees. And Wednesday, we'll have a chance of showers and thunderstorms back in our forecast with mostly sunny skies. It'll be hot with a high temperature near 95 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Everywhere I go, I hear people voicing frustration with the national news media. A recent social media rant called their approach borderline immoral, claiming they feed off controversy to divide the public and boost ratings by selling more ad space. There's more truth to that than many would like to know. Truly objective news programs are rare these days. What often passes for investigative journalism on national television is frequently one-sided, leading heavily unbiased sources and questionable evidence. The goal doesn't seem to be informing the public. It's about stirring emotions, driving engagement, and keeping viewers glued to the screen. As consumers, we're not just watching passively, we're often being manipulated. Many viewers still accept it all at face value, returning day after day, waiting for the next sensational story. It's hard to blame those individual journalists entirely. Most don't enter the field expecting to compromise their integrity. But when newsroom priorities shift from truth to ratings, even the most ethical reporters face tough choices. Let's be honest, the media gives us what we respond to. Controversy sells, outrage spreads. Calm, reasoned reporting often gets buried. National news networks carefully track audience behavior and tailor content to what brings in the most viewers. I don't condone media outlets that twist facts or ignore opposing viewpoints, but we as a nation must acknowledge our role in this cycle. If we want better media, we have to start demanding it. Support journalism that values depth and balance. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Warmer weather means it's time to get out to the lake. But if you own or use a boat dock, be aware of the dangers of electric shock drowning. Be sure ground fault circuit interrupters are installed and working properly on all dock receptacles. Metal frame docks should have bonding jumpers connected to a ground rod on shore. Have your dock inspected every year by a professional. Keep safety first, always.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
My neighbor invited me to a Wounded Warrior Project event. I didn't know what to expect, but it felt like everyone understood me. We got each other. So I got more involved. I joined support groups with other women warriors, and it helped me realize a new purpose in my life.
Through our hands-on programs, supportive community, and ongoing advocacy, we help post-9/11 veterans realize what's possible. Learn more at woundedwarriorproject.org/possible.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jed Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
Have you checked out the Country Mart website at www.tcmarkets.com? If not, you really need to. You'll find their weekly specials, coupons, inside the store information, and also tasty recipes from TC Markets on there as well. Plus, don't forget to like Country Mart's Facebook page. Like or comment on it for a chance to win something from the deli, and the winner will be announced on Wednesday each week. Just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem.
Another slow day for direct cash cattle business. Cash hogs were higher. Good morning. I'm Megan Grebner with the Brownfield Livestock Market Report. It was another sluggish day for direct cash cattle business. Bids didn't surface. Asking prices were floated around $232 live in the South, but weren't established in the North. It's a big week of reports from the USDA. There's livestock slaughter, cold storage, cattle on feed, and that mid-year cattle inventory report. All of those come out Thursday and Friday, and that may force significant trade volume to hold out until very late in the week. At the Ozarks Regional Stockyards in Missouri, feeder steers and heifers were $2 to $4 higher. Steer and heifer calves were $3 to $9 higher. The USDA says demand was good on a very light supply. Buyer demand was notably lower for short and unweaned calves. Medium and large one feeder steer, 655 to 658 pounds, brought 350 to 350 feeder steers, 883 pounds, brought $300. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 733 pounds, brought $313. Box beef closed sharply lower with light demand for heavy offerings. Choice was down $4.98 at $367.52. Select was $2.55 lower at $345.39. Estimated cattle slaughter was 114,000 head. That's up 1,000 on the weekend, down more than 9,000 on the year. Cash hogs at the major direct markets closed higher with a big negotiated run. The cash hog market has had a solid week of business. Demand remains the main driver. Global demand for U.S. pork has been relatively strong overall, but China has been the wild card, and that isn't expected to change anytime soon. Domestic demand has found some strength, but there is concern about its ability to hold long term. Barrels and gilts at the National Daily Direct closed $1.02 higher with a weighted average of 114.97. The Iowa Minnesota was 81 cents higher with a weighted average of 114.79. And the Western Corn Belt closed 81 cents higher with a weighted average of 114.76. Pork values closed lower, down 91 cents at 117.24. Picnics, hams, ribs, butts, and loins were all lower. And estimated hog slaughter was 473,000 head, up 7,000 on the week and down nearly 7,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were up ahead of the week's direct business and this week's reports from the USDA. And lean hog futures closed mixed on spread trade and ongoing concerns about demand. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Connections. That's what your Touchstone Energy Cooperative makes possible every day by providing the energy our community needs to stay connected to work, to family, to everyone and everything that matters. Day and night, we're always here. Because we know that of all the connections we make, none are more powerful than the human connection.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
This season, armyworm better watch out. Because your wheat is protected by Lumavia CPL insecticide seed treatment with a unique mode of action that starts at the seed, then moves through the plant to protect it, from roots to shoots, for strong stand establishment and better yield potential. Army worms, you're out of here. Learn more at corteva.us/Lumavia CPL.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. Website KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Tommy, Sharon, Courtney Anderson, age 81, formerly of Salem, passed away Wednesday, July 16th. Celebration of Life services for Tommy Anderson will be Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Tommy Anderson will also be on Friday starting at 12 noon and continuing till service time at 1. Graveside services will be at the Anderson Plot Cemetery. And all arrangements for Tommy, Sharon, Courtney Anderson, formerly of Salem, are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU's Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU's Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The flood recovery team, consisting of staff from Montauk State Park, Rock Island State Park, and members of the statewide construction unit with the Missouri Department of Natural Resources, Division of State Parks, has been selected as the department's team members of the month for July of 2025. The group was selected for their service to the department and their effort with cleanup after flooding severely damaged portions of Montauk State Park in November of 2024. Members of the recovery team include Jeremy Anthony, Alan Briscoe, David Callahan, Jim Dury, John Foster, Jeffrey Gibson, Carl Gisselbeck, Chad Kirby, Curtis Johnson, Brian Meyer, Jesse Nyman, Darrell Rubel, Chad Smith, Kevin Wilkins, and Caleb Wright. In early November 2024, heavy rains led flooding along the Current River. The river rose to an unprecedented 19.58 feet. The flood waters destroyed 2 cabins, washed out sections of the roadway, damaged playgrounds, the shower house, and the historic Montauk Mill, and shorted out electrical systems in the campgrounds. In addition, many areas were inundated with debris, sand, and gravel once floodwaters receded. Pete Hovey, the park superintendent who nominated the team for the award, said that thankfully no injuries were reported. Hovey went on to say that the goal was to have the park reopened by March 1 for opening day of catch and keep trout season. Within days, the team was in the park with excavators and dump trucks removing tons of sand, gravel, and woody debris. The team removed an estimated 300 truckloads of sand and gravel, repaired sections of washed-out roads, cleared what was left of the 2 cabins, and replaced electric infrastructure in the campground. With pure grit and determination, the crew met their goal of getting the park open in time for the trout season opener, an event steeped in tradition for many Missourians. Hovey said that these individuals did a lot of the repetitive heavy lifting in fair and foul weather and would not have been recovered without them. And we salute those men for their efforts. And I know there was a lot of volunteer efforts as well that came in to make sure that Montauk was brought back to some of its previous glory. 2 heartfelt books honoring American veterans are now available at the Salem Public Library, thanks to a generous donation from a local family. America's True Heroes and America's True Heroes Volume 2, written by Nicholas Ryder, offer powerful first-hand accounts of military service, including stories from 2 former Salem residents. Author Nicholas Ryder was just 14 years old when he began interviewing veterans, inspired by conversations with his grandfather, a World War II veteran. His first volume was published in 2006, capturing the voices of those who served. Following national recognition in the November 2007 issue of Guidepost magazine, Ryder received hundreds of letters from readers eager to share their own stories. A second volume was published in 2008, expanding the collection of personal accounts from America's servicemen and women. Among those featured in the books are 2 Salem connections, Raymond Maxfield, a World War I Army veteran, and Robert Moore, a World War II Army Air Force veteran. Moore was the son of Myron and Flossie Moore and the husband of Dawn Maxfield. Their daughter, Sally Moore, donated both books to the library in tribute to her family's legacy of service. The books are now available for circulation at the Salem Public Library and offer readers a compelling glimpse into the sacrifices and experiences of those who have served our nation. Landowners and conservation enthusiasts will have a unique opportunity this fall to learn firsthand how to improve habitat for Missouri's wild turkeys. The Missouri Department of Conservation will host a turkey nesting and brood rearing workshop on Saturday, September 6th from 10 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon at a private farm located at 55-1 Old Mine Road in Cook Station, approximately 20 miles north of Salem off Highway M. This hands-on, field-based event is designed to educate attendees on what constitutes high-quality nesting and brooding, rearing habitat for wild turkeys. Participants will be guided through habitat areas by MDC wildlife biologist and the hosting landowner, offering an up-close look at completed land improvement projects. This workshop will also include discussions of incentive programs that can help landowners implement similar practices on their property. Lunch will be provided at a no cost to attendees, and participants are encouraged to bring a lawn chair and wear clothing appropriate for walking outdoors. While the event is open to all ages, space is limited to 65 participants. Now, as of Monday of this week, 32 spots is all that remained of those 65. A wait list will be offered for anyone unable to register in time but interested in future events in the region. The workshop will be led by MDC biologist Jeffrey Esley, and registration is required in advance. Those who need to cancel should do so well before the September 6th deadline. For questions or to register by phone, call 888-283-0364. Again, that number, 888-283-0364 during weekday business hours. Email inquiries can also be directed to the instructor via the MDC website. Missouri families looking to save on back-to-school shopping will get a break during the state's annual back-to-school sales tax holiday, which begins at 12:01 on Friday, August 1st, and continues through midnight on Sunday, August 3rd. During that 3-day period, purchases of qualifying school-related items will be exempt from both state and local sales taxes. The tax exemption applies to a variety of items essential for the upcoming school year. Clothing items priced at $100 or less per item are eligible, including apparel, footwear, and disposable diapers for both infants and adults. Materials used to make school uniforms or other school clothing are also included. However, items such as watches, jewelry, handbags, scarves, and similar accessories are not tax exempt. School supplies are also included, provided they do not exceed $50 per item. This category covers classroom essentials such as textbooks, notebooks, writing instruments, crayons, rulers, backpacks, chalk, maps, handheld calculators under $150, and computer software valued at $350 or less. Items that are not eligible include sporting equipment, radios, office furniture, and other non-educational electronics. In addition, personal computers and computer peripheral devices priced at $1,500 or less qualify for the tax holiday. This includes laptops, desktops, and tower systems, as well as accessories like monitors, printers, scanners, mice, keyboards, and various internal hardware components. For 2025, all cities, counties, and special tax districts in Missouri are participating, meaning that shoppers will receive the full tax exemption across the state. Retailers are required to report their total gross receipts as usual for the month of August and should indicate sales made during the holiday as a negative adjustment on their return. More information about eligible purchases and reporting requirements is available at the Missouri Department of Revenue's website, dor.mo.gov. Again, that website, DOR, Department of Revenue.mo.gov. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Hey sis, how much is $1 million? I don't know, but sounds like a lot. It is. Do you know there's almost 14 million kids? They don't have enough food? Connor, all kids should have the food they need to grow and play.
1 of 5 kids in America is food insecure with a significant impact in rural areas. You can help. The National Association of Farm Broadcasting invites you to help the nearly 14 million kids facing hunger in America. Go to nafbhunger.com and help end hunger.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
For all your real estate needs, check with the people at Century 21 South Central Realty at 306 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard here in Salem. Century 21 handles properties from a single city lot to a country estate with acreage. Or if you're moving to town or just need a realtor to sell your existing property, Century 21 South Central Realty is all you need to know. Stop by today or call Beth Frizzell, broker associate at Century 21 South Central Realty at 729-6121. Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free.
Thank you, Stan. Well, it's time to take a look at local and regional sports that's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The St. Louis Cardinals had 5 hits and no runs as they were shut out by the Colorado Rockies yesterday 6-0. This was the first time this season the Rockies were able to string 2 series wins together. As for the Cardinals, they are back at home to host the San Diego Padres tonight. You can listen to the game right here live on KSMO Radio, 1340 AM and 95.7 FM, with the pregame coverage starting at 5:50. And that first pitch tonight for that game will be at 6:45. Kansas City Royals bounced back yesterday afternoon and defeated the Chicago Cubs 8-4, taking the series 2-1. Tyler Tolbert and Salvador Perez each had a home run, and Vinny Pasquantino had 2 home runs. The Royals have today off before facing the Guardians on Friday. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio. Stay right here for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
The ball was flying out of the park yesterday at Wrigley Field.
And Pasquantino sends one in the air, deep to right field. Suzuki turns around. It's way gone. Pasquantino launches it to right center field. Crow Armstrong races back, looks up. It's out of here. In the air, deep to left field. Haps to the track. Haps to the wall. It's gone. Salvador Perez homers again. And he drives it high in the air. Deep left field. Haps to the track. Hap turns around. It's gone. Tyler Tolbert sends one to the bleachers.
Tyler Tolbert with his first major league home run. Vinny Pasquantino with homers 16 and 17. And Salvi Perez up to 18. 9 in this month. An 8-4 win for the Royals. They'll take the day off, and then they'll host the Guardians and Braves to close out the month of July. The Cardinals fell behind 4-0 early to the Rockies. They end up losing 6-0. First time in 221 games that the Rockies got a shutout. Manager Ali Marmol felt that the offense just quit after falling behind early.
Yeah, it's part of it. We've done it a decent amount after the break. It does take it out of you. You have to be able to separate it. That's part of just being mentally tough. You've got to separate what's going on that side of the ball and still take productive at bats. The worst game we played all year. Approaches weren't very good. In my opinion, that's the worst game we played.
Cardinals 3.5 behind the Padres for the final wild card spot. They start a 4-game series with the Padres in St. Louis tonight. This series will go a long way in determining if the Cardinals are sellers or buyers at the trade deadline at the end of this month. Missouri State moves to Conference USA, and Bears football will be featured 5 times on national TV. The season opener September 30th at Southern Cal on the Big Ten Network. They'll also appear on the CBS Sports Network and ESPN2 on a Wednesday night, October 8th, against Middle Tennessee State. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
I've always loved space and football. Growing up, some people told me I had to choose. But here's the deal. You can be great at more than one thing. And getting involved in STEM opens up your world to a universe of opportunities in life. This is my time. Get inspired and get involved today. There are STEM programs and science centers available in your community, so be sure to check out spaceforall.us to learn more and get started. This is my time. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Find your place in space. This is my time. Space for All.
Hi, I'm Kim Holderness.
And I'm Penn Holderness. You don't have to have an amazing race to the doctor, but you should make time for routine cancer screenings.
I schedule my mammogram and other cancer screenings around my birthday and then treat myself to lunch.
I do too, because, of course, everyone likes lunch.
This C word can be scary, but routine screenings can detect cancer before symptoms appear.
And early detection equals better outcomes.
Go to preventcancer.org to find out which cancer screenings you need.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Stay right here on your hometown radio station, KSMO. In 37 seconds, we're going to bring you news from the Missouri Net. Then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back to share our weather forecast with you again.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgeries, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is located at 900 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Stop by or call them at 573-729-4031 and get the veterinary care your pet deserves.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. Triple-digit heat indices are expected again today. Southeast Missouri is under an extreme heat warning until 7. A large part of northwest Missouri is under a flood watch until tomorrow night. Swimming is not recommended at 2 state park beaches due to E. coli levels. Quiver River State Park northwest of St. Louis and Mark Twain State Park in southern Missouri. The beach at Thousand Hills State Park in Kirksville remains closed for renovations. A St. Louis jury has found a man guilty of directing a laser pointer at an emergency helicopter. Investigators say 44-year-old Joshua Johnson targeted a helicopter flying over a St. Louis neighborhood, temporarily blinding the pilot. Those convicted of such crimes are subject to thousands of dollars in civil penalties and or prison time. There are renewed safety concerns after the recent MRI death of a man who wore clothing containing metal during a scan. John King is with Boone Health.
If that metal in your fabric gets hot, it can actually burn the skin.
This is MRI Safety Week. Missouri Net News.
More than 6 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's